one more time. I'll try one more time. Okay, so this is Friday, and Friday 25th of July 2025. So our time is 9:58, and just bring this it's 24. $25 is here. Okay, so this time I'm gonna do it without bookmap. There will be a bookmap on different monitor. Okay. So we're waiting first for some sort of liquidity sweep. That's the ideal scenario, if we could sweep liquidity. So yes, it's here. This is Nasdaq. So we almost got there, but not exactly. This is speed is 2. I just figured I need a little bit more space just to be able to see this properly. Okay. So nothing to do so far. Market is just going up and down in a range. Okay. I'm thinking that I'm gonna have bookmap on the other monitor. So I can focus more on price action. So far it's just back and forward. I mean, up and down, not moving much. It's just first 7 minutes from the open. What we're waiting is a liquidity sweep, and anyone who can do it. I mean ES or NQ. It doesn't matter which one is going to do it first. Market is bullish. We are sweeping that liquidity as well. This RTH liquidity at the same time, so I like that. Nasdaq likes to hit like 20 points when it takes liquidity. So far we took. I could just try.
Order submitted.
Everything is speed 2 times. Missed the entry. So another entry will be here. That retest of that overnight low, London low. Could go on a bit low as well.
Order filled. Order submitted.
If we could get extra 2 would be nice. At this point I'm switching into 2 minutes. For details. So we have liquidity sweep on NQ. We also grabbed that shelf from RTH. Quite a lot of liquidity when you think about it. Look at this volume profile. We tapped into that low volume node, which is perfect. So I want to add more. And let's think about target. So target, this obvious target is up here. But we have that view up and this target as a first liquidity. So I always like to get out just before everybody else. I mean somewhere here, or if we push higher, then we'll try to re-enter it. And I think, yeah, I did take that trade actually, Friday. Yeah, and I was adding into it. So at this point you see market is pumping. You got delta, you got liquidity going on. I think it's actually better to trade not having bookmap here, because bookmap just brings a lot of noise, and it's better just to look at bookmap from time to time. So I think I'm gonna trade like that from now on. We'll see on Monday. because this allows you to see more. Basically, you can see much more. Take smaller position, hold longer. Yeah, so maybe some kind of reversal here, and then we're gonna go. We'll see. Like ES is doing right now, but so I think that's the first push. Yeah, that's the RTH.
Order
If it
canceled.
close, take the profit. That's $210. And try to re-enter it again. Somewhere here.
Order
Maybe.
submitted.
I'm looking where liquidity is. Liquidity is at 70, so yeah, that's where we should be looking to get involved. So basically what I did, I sold into, I sold into this high. That was the RTH high, the first high of the day. We got that level as well as a potential target. We do have a further gap up here. Yeah. Oof, look at that. Unfortunately, we missed it. And I think I missed it as well on Friday. Market is bullish. $42.87. It's just going. There you go. I delivered up there. So at the moment, a lot of short liquidity. I mean, I still would like to get at 70. ES never took that low. But ES was targeting that low here on RTH. They didn't care about this one here. This is actually, that low is from the previous day. Now it pushed into this high. So clearly market wants to go higher. It's just all about getting in at the right place. Could try here.
Order submitted.
When if market pulls. I like to use Fibonacci for that. So that will be somewhere here, 70%. Yeah. Got a little bit of pullback. Mm-hmm. Look at it. So unlucky. It's 5 points drop. I think they're gonna go and grab that. We'll go lower. So some kind of dip and then bounce. Second leg down, possibly. Just chop. Let's measure this leg. If there will be another one, it could get down here. Oh, look at that, man. Look at this. Come on.
Order submitted.
So unlucky.
Order filled. Order
There we
filled.
go. So the measured move on the leg, second leg. A little bit of overshoot. Nasdaq is holding nicely. That's a 15 MES contracts. And I'm expecting move up here now. So the 5 is lower, 10 is
Order submitted.
just cover something here. What was that? front runners. Front runners. Stop loss has to be somewhere here. Below that low. And technically should get up here. 10 past, okay, it's 8 past 10. It's kind of ES is behind, struggling here, chopping a lot. But they do have liquidity higher. Past. And fast delivery up here. I want to take something off. At the view up.
Order cancelled.
So I took the 5 off. At the view up. At this point, stop loss break even. I want to sell.
Order
another 5
submitted.
here. I don't know if okay, Nasdaq already made new high, so that's a problem for years to continue. Oh, we have that buy side up here. That's some front running, obviously. Yeah.
Order cancelled.
Okay. And now we can just hold the rest as a runner. How far? Let's quickly have a look. Volume profile. Yeah, you can clearly see that there will be a problem here. In the previous day volume, and this is what we actually tapped into already. So, and to be honest, expecting this to continue when you do have this kind of volume profile, low volume node here, you should be selling into that low volume node, because going through that is going to be a problem. Market will need to most likely dip one more time. So knowing that, we should just close and take what we can, because there's always a risk we might just dip one more time here, or even go to, yeah.
Order
I'm
filled.
looking on Nasdaq, and I see that Nasdaq took that high, but also took this high up here. So time for pullback.
Order
Technically
cancelled.
speaking, we should get some pullback. It's 10:15 a.m. 25th of July 2025. So this is backtesting. And you have to be aware of the time. So it's problematic for, this is yesterday's volume profile, and this is low volume node, and this is why market turn around, because we have trapped logs drop logs up here from yesterday. And if you were buying yesterday up here, you want to be out. Let me check quickly. Where was the top? And the top was up here overnight. So they were pretty happy overnight, and then the London session, if they still held, they were like, that's not good. Okay, so so we got the first trade of $485. And what do we see here? We do have a fair value gap, obviously, here. That's chop, that's just chop. Okay, so they're trying to push one more time through that volume. I'm actually gonna mark that volume. During session I have a trading view, so I see it properly. So the volume is actually a bit lower. It's exactly where somewhere there. They're trying to push through it, but it's a problem. They might push a tick or two. 1021. Probably. That's what market does. If they cannot go, they cannot push, they will just pull first. They're just gonna pull. So there's an opportunity again here
Order submitted.
on Nasdaq. And Nasdaq could drop into this fair value gap. I'm gonna do it a bit different.
Order canceled.
I'm gonna try 3
Order submitted.
and 2 down here.
Order submitted. Yeah. So waiting for entry. So they couldn't push, so they need to pull. And if I drop Fibonacci again, 70, and 79% is down here. So ES took that liquidity yesterday. Now they just continue. It's interesting that they have been up there already today. And market pulled. and they didn't grab that liquidity. That's very strange, because in most cases they are pulling like that, they want to go and grab some liquidity, these lows, that they should have taken these lows. They should have taken that London low, but you see, market does what it does. We have SMT, obviously. That's an SMT with Nasdaq. Nasdaq dropped. Yes, couldn't. That's called SMT. It's just chopping, not doing much. Nasdaq has got more direction. I still see liquidity on Nasdaq at 85 and 80. 85 and 80. So basically that view up. This is initial balance. I like to make it green. Was that initial balance? Let's have a look. No. Oh yes, that was an initial balance. First 15 minutes. This is initial balance high and initial balance low. And that means that we could buy off that if we can get that price. That's 80, and we do have liquidity at 80, so that's possible. Market likes to come down and test this initial balance. So if liquidity is at 80, actually 81 and 2, so I have to go a little bit higher, 82. Yeah, so they might go and grab that lows, these lows down here. So I want to be in that. I don't think this fair value gap will be played, but there's always a possibility. But we do have a fair value gap here, because that's a wick. A wick doesn't count. So we do have a fair value gap here. On 2 minute candle. This is 2 minute. That's 5 and that is 15. If you're watching that. Still managed to push higher and some kind of squeeze. And ES as well. So ES was able actually to squeeze through that liquidity that we marked. It's pushing higher. Is Nasdaq going to give us this 80? Liquidity is still there, still waiting there. Liquidity is still waiting there. But I wouldn't, if you start shorting it, I mean, to be honest, after taking
Order
the
canceled.
liquidity like this, you could go and short that, because That's clearly stop loss bursting. But you wanna get in somewhere here, really.
Order submitted.
Yeah, at a good price. Push like this, it's just stop losses. And market likes to retest the week. So far it's pulling down.
Order canceled.
They might go and try to grab that volume.
Order submitted.
I will check where the 15 minutes is. 15 minutes is here. So 15-minute low is here and there. So usual in a range like this, what market likes to do is to go and grab the first one, bounce back, yeah, grab the first 15 minutes somewhere here, bounce back, I like to do this, drop, something like that, and yeah,
Order
I think I'm just
canceled.
gonna jump on the short in this situation at 420 maybe. watching yours at the same time. $10.48. Liquidity is up to 420. Let's
Order
try
submitted.
this. This was a stop loss burst. 420, a little bit higher than 420. 422. And there's liquidity at 425 as well, up here. So we could get there. On this rotation, perhaps. I don't know. So I don't want to sell from here, I want to buy from here. It's just one way or the other. Getting involved in between is always a problem. In the middle is the problem. And yeah. Trading is a lot of waiting. I need to be patient. I need to learn to be patient. Usually I trade till 11:30. Okay, it looks like market is
Order canceled.
going
Order submitted.
for the 15-minute. Minutes here, and you can see the volume. We could get down there actually. If we drop, we could get down to this volume. Come on. Oh, don't do that. Really?
Order
There
filled.
we go. There we go. So we're in. And so, like I said, they like to grab that first, basically go for that volume. Usually that's the first 15-minute, previous 15-minute candle. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes
That was a risk that they could dump a little bit lower, but you see immediately in the money. And obviously delivery is at least this high, if not that one. If we dip a bit lower, I might just add another 2 some more here.
Order submitted.
Because they like to retest. There's always this drop, test, and retest. You could even like close that, make, you know, take the $100 and then try to re-enter again, but there's always a risk that you're just gonna move, you're just gonna lose this whole move, because it might just continue straight away up. I could do that. So you got the drop, got the bounce. Now I kind of retest. I don't know, somewhere here maybe. And there you go. And then, I mean, retest might be even lower.
Order
There
filled.
you go. We are 7 right now. If we bounce back up, I'm gonna add
Order filled.
a bit too early, but I still think shouldn't go lower than that. Maybe here, but lower than that it will be a break. Basically below that will be completely break of structure. It's just too many shorts hoping for this price to drop so they can get out, and you don't want to be shorting it right now. Okay, so we got this, got the bounce, got the retest. Just switch to 2 minutes. Last minute on the 5-minute candle. This should take us up. If this is supposed to work, they should take us up. I mean, at this point, you can really go break even, because if we dip one more time, there's a risk we're just gonna go into this 15-minute candle. So that means I can buy it cheaper down there again.
Order
So I'm
submitted.
gonna be stopped on this, and I'll buy cheaper down here if it stops me. But if we take that high, if we take this high, should attack at least this one and that one, because whoever was shorting, they were shorting from here. We can do it like that. Try to get out in front of everybody. And obviously you're constantly watching ES. Look how ES just dipped into that range,
holding this low volume node as a buffer, trapped liquidity below. Still dipping. Like I said, if I'm stopped here, I'm gonna keep buying lower. Sometimes you have to try a few times before market takes off, especially in the ranges like that. I could go for that 95. There's liquidity at 95. It's 11:10. Time to rip. Ten, and they will have liquidity at 11:15. So let's mark that. Where is that 15? 15 is up here. So this is where they're supposed to go. Well, we are trying to grab, what is it, 92, 20 points. It's a small range. Yeah, that candle's looking good. That candle is looking decent. You can always come down and wiki out, grab this, and then go immediately. I've seen it many times, and Nasdaq is doing this. It's famous for doing this kind of things. That's why you have to just put your stop loss, get your order there, waiting lower. You know, and that's it. So, for those who are watching, I'm retesting a Friday New York AM session. I did take a trade of that London long sweep, and now we're basically buying the bottom of the range, trying to sell into the high of the range relatively, by just looking at the volume profile. A problem for Nasdaq is ES. ES just struggling to push higher all the time. Whenever they try to push, someone is selling. They did not take that high they should go and grab it at some point. So whoever was shorting, hoping for market to go lower,
Order cancelled.
just got stopped. And we made money. That was another $400. And there you go. Delivery into the 15-minute top. Sometimes they push for it, sometimes they just match it. If they match it like this, you can expect a pullback again. So let's look at that one more time. That's a 15 minutes. So they grabbed that 15-minute low. That's the place where when we got involved on the long side. And it's 11:22. As usual, when you have this time of the day, the market just slows, and usually. So at that time, I'm finishing trading. Good time to come to the market is around 1:30 again. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna speed this up to 1:30. And let's see what could we expect at 1:30. It's 11:30. Delivery into the high. ES still didn't push. Nasdaq managed to sell into yesterday's high. RTH. $12. Pumping into a London high. Asia high, sorry, that was Asia. ES managed to push. Also reaching Asia high. Still pumping higher. I mean, that's unusual to do it at that time of the day, but you know, sometimes they do that. Basically what they've done right now, got one leg up and a second leg up. So we got two legs higher, the same on Nasdaq. Can even measure them. I like to measure them like this. Just grab, and then you find some kind of pullback. The idea is if we had nice pullback, that will be the pullback. Because we don't have it, then I have to just kind of judge myself, and that's the delivery. Nasdaq is going much higher. Sorry, ES. Like I said, 2 o'clock is a good time to come back, but at this point when market just moves so much, there's just no point to do anything. I mean, unless you want to short it, but you can't short it in the middle of this range. So let's quickly have a look. What else can we do? We could short the top once we go a failure into the close. Got the last 2 hours. I'm gonna speed this up. 2 o'clock. Okay, we got a pullback at 2. That's obviously any kind of pullback into the previous day high. You could buy that.
Order submitted.
If we can get this drop. Why? Because we have trapped liquidity here. You can see this volume. If we dip into that, I'm gonna speed this up. We have to watch time, because if it's after 3, then and it's Friday, then forget it.
Order cancelled.
I wouldn't buy that now, because it's not enough time to bounce. Got only 15 minutes left. So even if they dip in here, and they will bounce maybe 20 points or something. Let's see
Order
if they
submitted.
bounce, how much they're gonna bounce.
Order filled.
All right. There you go. No bounce. No bounce at all.
Order
Let's get
filled.
out from that. There you go. That was the bounce. $845. Okay, so that was the test. I'll try to go live on Monday to trade live New York session at 9:30. So I'll start probably at 9 just to prepare everything. I'm going to be talking about the setups. It's Monday is always difficult. I'll go very light, very small position. And we'll see how it goes. So that was Trap Trader. And that was a backtesting of Nasdaq NES. Friday, 25th of July 2025. Take care, guys. And see you on Monday.